I guess, or something. I don't know. He should have immediately went after the Ultra also, because the trees don't matter. But I can guarantee if he gets that level 6 Demon Hunters out, he's going to really do some damage to those Cryptines. Here you can see he goes after my expansion. I see scouts that. I try going for his expansion. And, you know, try to limit his money, same way he's limiting my money. But I'm on the losing end of the battle. He's had an expansion for a long time. How much money does this guy have? He's got 2,000 gold already and a pretty good force to go with it. And he's starting to build towers here. There's nothing I can do about that. I mean, he's finally got upgrades too, which is going to work out even worse for us, because nothing really beats 3/3 Griffins in my mind, other than maybe a whole big force of Chims and a Druid of the Town can probably beat it. You see this guy got his level 6 Demon Hunter up. He's having to sleep it and try to ignore the guy. This Demon Hunter is going to do some damage, especially if he goes into Metamorphosis mode. Should go after the Death Knight first. That wasn't so smart. Yellow needs to get his Chims back in his base. I don't even know where those guys went. Maybe Teal took him out, I guess. See right here, I mean, I don't understand. Oh, I see. Teal starts going for this guy's expansion, so he has to go defend it. And this yellow guy's he's on the surviving end of a lot of luck, I guess you could say. There's his Chimeras. I don't know why he doesn't get him back to his base. Probably help him a little bit more. There you see, once again, this guy's got no force to fight human. He's got no force to fight anyone. The only force he's got to fight anyone with is like this I'm gonna pick on you with my worthless force, you know, when you're getting attacked from behind kind of thing. Here you see this guy's expanding up here. Now he's finally building towers. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't fight his Griffin force with my, you know, 2-0 gargoyles and my weak direct damage. So I'm really struggling to try to achieve something here. It's hard. And normally you'll see me play a free-for-all, and one of the biggest things I try to do is I try to isolate one person and try to pick on him. Because if I can do that, I can get my heroes up without everyone else knowing, and also without, and basically after all the creeps are on, I can continue to get one of my heroes up. I try to do that. One problem with this game was I wasn't able to do that because I got this undead guy here with the TPs every time I fight him. I got this loudmouth Pink who every time I fight him screams to everyone else to 1v4 me. It's like, you know, that's the way free-for-alls are, but it's just ridiculous. Sometimes it gets pulled to an extent that is just ridiculous, and people are so gullible, they actually go in and they believe, oh man, you know, Crazyassassin can beat 4 opponents. This isn't StarCraft. That kind of stuff isn't possible. And you can see I try to expand there, and purple tells him that I'm expanding. You know, it's nothing I can really do here. I see some Griffins going off here. I think I might try to jack him, but no, he pulls them away. Never mind. So there's nothing I can really do about this guy's force. I think he's at 70 supply. No, he's not even at 70 supply. Interesting. The only guy that can really fight this guy's force, in my opinion, is Teal. But Teal doesn't have enough casters yet to do it, because he's running out of money too. And the real problem is, it's like, because I'm in this game under my name, the real threat isn't being perceived as a threat because of my name. If I was on some Smurf name, it wouldn't be this way. Everyone would realize Pink has this huge advantage and start jacking him immediately. And that's what I find ridiculous. It's like, I may be good, but I can't defeat that many opponents when I can't even expand. If I could get an expansion, then it might be something I can do. Without an expansion, I've got nothing, though. You see, this is interesting. He built a moonwell way over there. Interesting. And you see he's trying to expand, but he gets caught. You know, this yellow guy, and this teal guy are really having their own little personal war here, and neither of them are winning it. And meanwhile, I'm having to try to fight yellow, or trying to fight Pink, and it's not working out for me. You know, he can't attack me. I wish he would just try to come and attack me. I'd be able to really put a hurt on him. And once I did, you know, and you got this guy, this purple guy with his 5 Cryptine force, sitting over here stocking money. He's at 4,500 gold. It's a smart thing to do, but his force is worthless. I mean, 5 Cryptines is a joke. And he tries to expand here. I mean, this guy is such a nuisance. He's so ridiculously annoying. And the real reason that his sheaves are working out for him is because no one has enough money to buy a gem to take it out. And this basically goes on for a while here. I mean, nothing really important happens here. What I try to do is expand numerous times throughout the next about 25 minutes, and neither time does it really work out for me. So in a few minutes here, I'll probably speed it up to give you the general gist of what I did, maybe what you can improve on. I'm not really sure. I think the most important thing at this point is really to expand. I always say the most important thing in the free-for-alls is to get high-level heroes, which is the truth. If you can do that, then you can win. But if you can't get high-level heroes, then the second The second, and in this situation, the first most important thing is having a lot of money. Heroes dominate this game, but if heroes are put into a low level, they can't really dominate anything. And so I'd say try to get an expansion, but it's really hard at this point. I'm not even sure where this guy TP'd to. Oh, he's getting harassed by Chimeras. It's kind of funny. Maybe not the best choice for Yellow's force, though. So Yellow tries to expand here, but he can't really do anything. You know, Monday guy tries to expand here, he gets caught, and it's the map. I mean, where these expansions are placed, it's extremely hard to expand. And that's why fast expanding is very important. And this guy loses some Chimeras here. I try to go into this base, see if I can do some damage here, but, you know, I know if he TP's in, I gotta TP out. There's nothing I can do about it. And you see me take care of some militia. At least get a little make him hurt a little bit off that, make him lose a couple hundred gold. And then here he starts walking his force back. It's kind of funny. You have to leave those two Chimeras alone. So everyone's really getting jacked in bad situations here. I see his mage. He put his mage in a very stupid position. That guy's dead. Killed him immediately off. I mean, that's in these type of games, your first target versus human player should be his mage if you can get him, unless they have a paladin. At which point you best go after his force because you're not going to get any of his heroes. And you see he's still got some healing wards which are helping him out quite a bit. It's amazing. He doesn't even have level 2 mastery on his sorceresses. That's not very smart. See me? I try to expand. I'm getting jacked here. These two guys. I wish these two guys fight, because if these two guys fight, Teal can hurt these guys' Griffin Force. If he does that, I can do something in the game. But at this point, I'm out of money. I have quite a bit stocked up, a couple grand, but it's not enough to do much. And I need an expansion, and I'm not be able to get one. That's why I need these two human players to fight and duke it out. This yellow guy's in the same boat I am. He's got a lot of Chimeras, but it's not going to help him beat Griffins, that's for sure. And he's building those to counter Teal's force, and Teal's building his force, which is a good counter for Pink's force, but they're not fighting, so it's just not working out well. And basically at this point, I'm just trying to harass, do the damage I can, and try to get an expansion. It's just not working out well for me, though. I think that's what everyone's doing. You see this yellow guy, he's trying to harass him. That's all he's trying to do. Basically, he's trying to harass him to keep people's mind off his expansion, but now this Teal guy's going to come into his base and wreck him. I mean, this guy's got some stuff, but it's not going to be very much. It's not going to be enough, for sure. I come in here, try to harass this guy's expansion, take out this tower. Realize he's got a whole bunch of militia here. I'll kill those guys off before he can get his Griffins back over to me, but I'm not doing all that much. Like, I'm hurting him a little bit. But it's giving me a few levels, so it's worth it in the end. He goes after my Lich, which is smart. Tries to get rid of the only damage I have. The only problem is I have coil, so that's not going to work out so well for him. Here I go. I realize this is the battle I got to win right here. I create a flank here with all my ranged on one side. Just detonates that, and I realize I got to get out of here. There's nothing else I can do. I fired off a Nova and a Carrion Swarm. I did nothing to all his guys. And while I'm doing this, I'm trying to expand. I realize if I can get 3 Spirit Towers in my Citadel up here, I can hold that expansion versus Griffin Force. The problem is I can't get that, because as soon as I try to, either Purple, this annoying guy, comes in here. He's doing the same thing with Spirit Towers over here. He's trying to attack this guy from behind with his Griffin Force. That's just funny. He just got surrounded by slow heroes. This is ridiculous. This Purple guy is the worst hero user I've ever seen in my life. He actually gets his heroes killed by units that move the same speed as his hero, not units that move faster. That's ridiculous. And this guy's hiding his few Chimeras he's got. He's about to lose his expansion here. I mean, this yellow guy's in just as bad a situation as I am. I've almost got my enough to get my expansion up. If these Spirit Towers finish, I might be able to hold it versus Teal's Force. But he finds it right here. Right as my Spirit Towers are trying to go up, he finds it. And that kills me. If these Spirit Towers were up, I could have done something. Because I spent a lot of money. I spent every penny I had to try to hold this expansion. And I had these Spirit Towers up. I tried to go hold him off, but it's not going to work. I couldn't get my force there fast enough to hurt his force. I just wasn't in the right position. I could have went in there, but it wouldn't have worked. I was in such a bad position it wouldn't have held. So I cancel what I have there and try to salvage something there. It's not going to work, though. Had I gone in there, I would have lost my whole force and would have ultimately lost everything I had. So basically at this point I realized I can't win. I can't even expand. My whole goal at this point is just to make pink lose, because he instigated this entire mass team up on me.